Good evening. Oh my gosh. It's so great to be on. I'm barely on anymore. I try to get on as often as I can, as the Lord wills, but y'all, I'm like a little bit here, a little bit there, a lot of it everywhere. Oh my God. So it's just like I like to stay busy and like it keeps me on my toes. And I'm thankful because it's a lot that I'm able to get done and accomplish, and a lot of things that I've been working on that the Lord has allowed me to execute. So I'm very thankful. But I do want to be on as the Lord wills to be able to, set reminders and small teachings, all that good stuff. So glory be to the Most High. So this is, of course, a brief PM studies with Ayasha. And I'm going to go ahead and Hebraically timestamp today. And then I'm going to timestamp today using the Gregorian keeping of time, right? So Hebraically, today is the 27th day of the 11th Hebrew month. We are in the 7th day of the week because where I'm located, it's evening time. So it's the 7th day for me. It is what 6:33 p.m. That is Central Standard, and it is a waning crescent moon phase of the phases of the moon. You know what? This little rap want to keep falling off. I'm sorry, y'all. So, anyhow, Gregorian timekeeping. It is again 6:33 p.m. That is Central Standard where I'm located. It's February 13th. It's 2026, and it is a beautiful Friday. Okay, so glory be to the Most High. We are super duper happy. I want to go ahead and forewarn that it's possible that my internet service provider may cause some glitching, some pausing, some weird frames. Excuse any ugly faces that may come about. It's not me. It's the stupid service. But glory that we are here. Good Lord. So anyhow, this is just a brief and quick reminder of the new moon that we have approaching, that we have coming up or approaching. I was about to say both at one time, but the new moon that we have approaching, aka a new month, right? And then also within that new month, we have a holy day or a feast day. So glory be to the Most High that we are here and able to keep it. I just want to make sure that you all don't forget it. So if you remember, we tell our time and our new months and our days by the moon, right? We know that a whole day is constituted from evening to evening. And we know that we've entered into a new month when the moon is at her perfection or when she is fully shaded. So the moon will be fully shaded on the Gregorian February 16th. So in 3 days, when the sun goes down, we will be entering into the 12th month of the Hebrew year. It's going to be the last month of the Hebrew year. So glory be to the Most High. This is when we're supposed to be righteously, right? Righteously turning up because we'll be entering soon after that into the Passover. And that is so cool to be entering into. Oh my God. And for any of the newcomers, freshly observing the Passover, I hope that you get to enjoy it and observe it with people that you love. And even if you have to observe it by yourself, just enjoy the time. But anyhow, let's stay in the now. Today's evil is sufficient enough. So we have, oh my God, we have a new moon, right? And it's coming February 16th in 3 days at evening. That will be the 12th month, okay, for the Bible keepers, right? Within that month, we will also have a feast day that lasts for 2 days. This feast day is called Purim. Now, Purim is found in the book of Esther and then also in the Apocrypha. This is just a red book that I have up, off to the side. I have a Bible with the Apocrypha included as well. But also in the Bible, in the Apocrypha, there is a book, and it is called, let me find it, The Rest of Esther. And it's a couple pages long, and it's basically, it's the rest of Esther. That's really all it is. It's the rest of Esther. So it goes into a little bit more detail about when she's approaching the king, etc. And just gives you a little bit more insight on what occurred during that time from the canon. But just to kind of bring it back in, reel us back in, I'm trying to keep it as concise as possible. In the 12th month, we have a feast day. This feast day is called Purim. We keep Purim for 2 days. We keep Purim on the 14th day and on the 15th day. And during the time of Purim, what we pretty much do is we gather amongst those that we love, fellow believers, and we give each other gifts. We enjoy our company, we commemorate and memorialize the time of when the Most High saved us from extinction. Now, where you can find where we keep this day or these days where they were constituted, you would go to the book of Esther, chapter 9, and specifically in verse 21, which I will read. It says, to establish among them that they should keep the 14th day of the month Adar and the 15th day of the same yearly. So this is when Purim was established, okay? And it's also telling you in the month Adar. And obviously, as previously mentioned, you have to read the book of Esther and you'll understand the months that it is in. And Adar is just basically the Hebraic term for the 12th month, or that's what they call the month. Like how we may call it what, December, it's called Adar. You understand? I forget if Adar is Hebraic or if it's Greek, and I do apologize. I believe it's I believe that's going to be Hebraic, but don't quote me on that. Take your time out to search that on your own. And actually, you know what? I think I'm about to look it up right quick just for certainty. Let me pause it and see. 1 second. Yes, it's Hebraic. And if anyone wants to know how I am checking my work, I use what's called Blue Letter Bible. You can use the app or you can go online to blueletterbible.org. And what you do, you can type in the type of Bible that you use, whether it be the KJV, the Living Translation, the Amplified, etc. And then you'll click whatever book, chapter, and verse that you're looking for. And then once it pulls it up, it'll give you specific words in the verses, and you click on them, and it'll give you the Hebraic and the Greek terminology of that word. So that's how I use it. I'm sorry, that's how I'm checking my work. But just in case you want to know how I'm checking the work, if you want to try it, you can go there as well if you don't know about that resource. But anyhow, yes, Adar is a Hebrew term, and it's H143. Okay, so yes, back to what I was explaining. This basically is a holy day, or it's 2 days, but it's a holy day in which we commemorate and memorialize by feasting with each other, gathering with each other in sincerity, right? In sincerity, my people. Don't be around people that you got beef with or that you secretly hate and all that. Like, try do something new. Good Lord, be righteous. Like, be clean on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, be real. Good Lord, it don't take nothing to be real, but I don't know why it's so hard for a lot of people to be real. Just, be around people that you love, that are sincere keepers of the scriptures as it read. You know what I'm saying? And continue to pursue being better. Anyhow, I want you all to read the book of Esther. It's not that long. It's not that long. And even if it was long, it's the scriptures. You're supposed to be reading it. But anyhow, it's basically what occurred. Just a brief consolidation of the story. Basically what happened, there's a brother named Mordecai. He's one of us, right? He has a niece. Is it his niece or his cousin? I believe it's his niece. Let me just make sure. I like to give correct information. So let me pause it again and make sure. I'm thinking it's his cousin. Give me a second. Yes. So Esther is his cousin. So I've specifically found that in chapter 2 and then verse 7. So you can also find his origin or what tribe he's from. Mordecai is a Benjamite, or from the tribe of Benjamin, which a lot of us believe today to be Jamaicans. So yes, in verse 7 it says, and he brought up Hadassah, that Esther, his uncle's daughter, for she had neither father nor mother, and the maid fair and beautiful, whom Mordecai, when her father and mother were dead, took for his own daughter. So that's why I found out, his relation to her, or her relation to him, is his cousin, his uncle's daughter. So anyhow, basically Mordecai is taking care of his cousin Esther. And there was an issue between the king at that time and his wife. He wanted her to come before him to show her off in front of, his homeboys or whatever, the other kings, his homeboys. And so she didn't want to be shown off in that manner. So the people around was like, you need to put her away and all that, et cetera, because all the other women going to be looking at her and try to do what she do. So you need to put her away and get somebody that's going to mind you. So then he put her away or whatever, and he, issued a commence to find a woman that was fair to take as his wife, as the new queen, I should say. And so that's when Mordecai brought Hadassah, or Esther, forth. And Esther was seen as to be comely and beautiful. I mean, duh, she's an Israelite. So anyhow, he chose her to be his queen. And so he had appointed, I believe, Haman, or however you pronounce that guy's name. Yes, I found that in chapter 3, verse 1. He advanced him and set him above all the princes that were with him. So basically, he appointed some guy named Haman in a high position. So Haman, feeling himself coming around, he wanted people to bow when he come around. Mordecai is not about to bow. So we know we have a law that we bow to no man but the Lord, and Mordecai kept that law. Now, mind you, Esther is the queen at this time. So Haman's in his feelings, you know what I'm saying? He mad that Mordecai didn't bow. So Haman then issued to or spoke to the king and tried to basically commence a declaration to have all of the Jews killed, exterminated. Mind you, Esther is a queen. She is also a Jew. And so when Mordecai found out, everybody's in a big panic. You know what I'm saying? They're fasting, they're praying. And he went and he told Esther. Esther was kind of questioning the situation, but Mordecai was like, you got to remember who your God is. And this could be the very reason that he put you in that place for us, for this specific reason. So, she, okay, let me stop playing. Let me bethink myself. And so everybody fasted. So they fasted, I believe, 3 days. Let me confirm that. Give me just a second. Yes, it was 3 days. And this I found in chapter 4 and verse 16 in specific. It says, go gather together all the Jews that are present in Shushan, and fast ye for me, and neither eat nor drink 3 days, night or day. I also and my maidens will fast likewise, and so will I go in unto the king, which not according to the law, and if I perish, I perish. So basically, they fasted for 3 days. Now, side note, I left out a very important detail because I would love for you to read this book on your own so that you can see how great fasting is and the importance of fasting, and also how great the Most High is and how everything just plays out in sync. It like loops together, like it's woven together. So I left that specific detail out for a reason. I didn't forget anything, but I want you to read it. So anyhow, just to kind of continue with the synopsis here, they fasted, and then she went before the king, and he called her in, and then she let him know what was going on. Of course, he couldn't take the decree back because it had already been sealed with his ring and the little ink or whatnot, all that good stuff. So there was he gave her the authority to what did he do? I forgot for just a second. Hold on, let me remember. Give me a second. Let me go read right quick. I forgot what he did. Yes. So it's in chapter 8, what I was looking for in specific, and that was basically writing a reversal of what was supposed to be going on as far as the killing of the Jews. So basically what had occurred was Esther wrote a decree or an order or commandment, that to the Jews, if anybody coming to slay you, you can defend yourself without getting in trouble. So basically this feast or this memorial is to just remember how the Most High saved us from extinction, because had not Esther been put into that place, and also had she not been raised by Mordecai, who was a spiritual law abiding brother, the Jews, we would have been dead. So basically it's just to commemorate the Lord saving us from being killed for keeping his law. You know what I'm saying? As long as you're doing what the Most High wants you to do, he's going to always come forth for you. It don't matter what it is or how drastic we think it is. Now, as I previously mentioned, I left out a lot of important details because I want you to read it on your own. It's such a great book. It's a very, very great book. And I'm not just saying that because I love the Bible. I'm saying it because it is. It's a great book. But anyhow, I wasn't supposed to be on this long, but I've been on this long, and it has been a very, very big pleasure. I am about to get out of here and enjoy the rest of my Shabbat. I'm not sure if I'm about to go eat and be a skinny foodie, or if I'm going to be a fat foodie, or if I'm going to be a diet foodie. I don't know what I'm about to do, but all I know, I'm about to go in here and go get something done. No, just playing. I see y'all later. It has been great being on. I love you all. Remember, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Never cease prayer, bind and loose, and always live ready. Don't forget, keep the law in mind as you work to build up your trust, your confidence, and your belief in the word of the Most High. All right, that is what constitutes you as righteous, when you are obedient to the word of the Most High, not you trying to keep the law as though that's going to justify you. It's you listening and being obedient to the word of the Most High. Anyhow, prepare for the new moon, and don't forget Purim. Gifts, 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 give gifts, give gifts. I love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your evening. And I'm just playing. If you don't have the finances, I'm just being extra. That's just me. But I'm gonna go. I love you. Bye.